Hello, this is Always Movie Madness, and I'm going to be doing a movie review of Love Hurts. Came out this year. Now, a lot of people say this movie is very disappointing, but when I saw this movie in theaters, I loved it. Pun completely intended. This is probably one of the best movies that Quan has ever done. The storyline is really simple to follow. You have this guy named Marvin Gable who is this real estate agent, and he is lonely on Valentine's Day because his ex-girlfriend Rose dumped him, and he feels bad that he rejected her and left her in the middle of nowhere. But on top of that, he has PTSD of his evil brother Alvin Knuckles, who wants him to be like him, just kill a bunch of innocent people. And it's up to him to find Rose and reunite with her and take down his evil brother and put his dark past behind him. And that's basically what the storyline is for this movie. It's very simple, it's very fun, but the best thing about this movie is the performances. Easily the big standout is Quan as Marvin Gable, and he gives one of the best and one of the more emotional performances he has ever done in his career. The character of Marvin Gable, you really feel bad for because he is having PTSD of him being a killer. He wants to put that behind him. He wants to be reunited with Rose and have a happy life. And I think the film executes his character perfectly. The scene where he reunites with Rose is one of the more beautiful and one of the more emotional moments of the entire film. And you can tell that Quan was having a lot of fun as this character as well as doing this movie. Sean Astin, who plays Marvin's friend Cliff. You could say this is a mini Goonies reunion because he plays Mikey, and sadly he's not in the movie that much, but for what he does have, he's actually really fun and really lighthearted. He loves Marvin. He views him as his best friend. The scene where he's just begging Alvin Knuckles, his henchman, not to kill him, and that scene where Alvin Knuckles just stabs him in the neck with the needle and he dies. It's one of the saddest moments of the entire film. And I do think him and Quan have really awesome chemistry. I might pronounce this actress's name wrong, but it's Era Bose, who plays Rose in this film, and she does a tremendous job. She's a really awesome and emotional character. You can see that she doesn't want anything to do with Marvin because he dumped her and ditched her in the middle of nowhere. But as the film goes on, she starts to care about him. The scene where she gets mad at him for dumping her is a really powerful and tragic moment because Marvin mentioned that it's all his fault that he wasn't there for her. He wanted to make it right. And her and Quan have awesome chemistry. You can tell both of these actors are having fun together in this movie. Daniel Yin, who played the villain Alvin Knuckles, Marvin's evil brother. His performance is the darkest performance of this entire film. You can just tell he just does a great job of playing this vile and disgusting character. And this villain, Knuckles, or Alvin Knuckles, is a dick. He is a terrible person. The way I can describe him, he's essentially this version of the High Evolutionary, because his motivation is, hey, how about we go back to what we were doing as young adults? Just go around and kill people, and you'll find it fun again. And to say that you'll hate this character is a big understatement. You will love to hate this character. You want this bastard to get what he deserves. And Luckily, he gets his karma. Marvin beats the fucking shit out of him until he almost killed him, I believe. He almost killed him and Alvin gets arrested, which he kind of deserves for being an awful brother and an awful person in general. You can the chemistry between him and Quan is amazing. You can tell both actors are having a lot of fun as these characters. But the best thing about this movie is the directing by Jonathan. I don't know his last name, but this is Jonathan's directorial debut. He did a phenomenal and wonderful job at this directing this film. He just pours so much heart and emotion, and he does a great job of directing the action sequences, and he just makes them really bloody. People get stabbed. Marvin almost died in a couple scenes, and it is I think it was really awesome they pushed the violence and the stakes of this film. And I also like how he develops every single character. He just does a wonderful job of directing this film, and I'm so much looking forward to what he could direct next. So in conclusion, I loved this film. Pun completely intended. It's funny, it's emotional, the storyline is amazing. It was so fun to see Data and Mikey together in this film, because Sean Astin was the main character in The Goonies, and Quan was the supporting character. And I also like how, again, unlike Thor and the Thunder, this movie doesn't fucking ruin the moments with stupid jokes. They actually put the emotion first before the jokes. But there are funny moments here and there. This is one of the best films of the entire year so far. Quan, it just shows that he is one of my favorite actors working today. I would love to meet this actor and work with him. He seems like a really nice guy. The next movie that he's going to be in is The Electrical State. I can't wait to see how that movie goes out. Besides, on the bright side, you can make this joke. I guess Short Round met Star-Lord, because they're played by the same actors. But yeah, the story was amazing. The villain is awesome. You just love to hate you. Alvin is the villain that you just love to hate. The big final battle that takes place in the arcade is amazing. Even the romance with Rose and Marvin was the highlight of this movie. And unlike Captain Marvel, Rose actually emotes. She actually goes back. She goes from being mad at Marvin to liking him to wanting him to fix everything. And she is a really awesome character. Seriously, I can talk forever of why I enjoyed this film so much. But to close, I'll say this. I give Love Hurts a 10 out of 10. So that is my movie review of Love Hurts. Hope you guys enjoyed.